Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 468, live. It is Gold Rush time. Well, sort of. As you know, we had a certain streamer team. We're not going to mention any names. Actually, before we start, we should introduce the co-host with the most. The great Glenola is already on the broadcast. Let's bring him in so he's not sitting in the shadows, although he does like to lurk in the shadows and think up devious plans to cause treacherous and villainous ideas while he's here. However, he is here. But anyways, a certain streamer team, Glenola, you may know him. I don't know if you do or don't. You may. A certain streamer team decided to explode the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship, stripped them from the Outlaws, which at the time was actually Britt Baker and Amber Extreme. The other part of that faction is, of course, Alice and Akira Blade, the mother-daughter duo. Used to be the New Millennia, for those of you who may or may not remember. They have joined forces, have been running rampant in the Women's Tag Team division now for a couple of weeks. Absolutely stunning victories between the two. We had Dr. Britt Baker and Amber Extreme, the YTD Academy Tag Team Champions. Akira and Alice, the Women's World Tag Team Champions on Wrestle Wars Genesis. But now we have ourselves a dilemma. That dilemma is a certain streamer team exploded the championships, and now we have to correct that. So, now, the other thing that happened was there was another redemption from another streamer team. They would like to see Dr. Britt Baker and Amber Extreme put in the very first matchup for the Tag Team Championships that they were stripped of. Now, that said, nobody came up with, a little tiny thing called a challenging team. So, there's a lot of streamer teams involved in this. You know what? That's awesome, though. The participation in this was fantastic. Another streamer team said, well, you should do a tournament. And I was like, yeah, we should. We're doing a tournament. So, immediately after this tone-setting matchup, which we are going to discuss in a moment, we are going to be sliding into the number one contendership Gold Rush tournament. The winners will, of course, face Amber Extreme and Dr. Britt Baker for the vacant YTD Academy Tag Team Championship, and that could happen immediately following the tournament. We will see where we are for time and how fast, because lately matches have been just crazy fast. There's been a couple times where Glenola well, maybe we should do some bonus matches, because people were just not holding back. They were just whooping ass, taking names, cashing checks, and getting the hell out of Dodge. It was crazy. Fantastic. Right? But honestly, though, fantastic matches since the Archiverse 4.0 launch. The fourth season has really been fire, so it's very exciting. You know what? I need to open my dashboard before I get any further and forget. I don't even know what's going on.
I should probably open the show myself.
Right? There we go. All right.
Channel.
There we go. I can now see the dashboard. I can see the chat room, you bunch of villains. I know Sir Jack the Greatest is in the house. Sir Jack the Greatest, how you doing, my friend? A valued member of this community. We appreciate you being here. Who else is here? Speak up. Let's go. Don't sit silent. How dare you? But anyways, so yeah, it's going to be a fire tournament, and you're going to really enjoy the quarterfinals, because we've got a couple of new teams that may or may not remain teams. But sometimes when you have tournaments, you need to have teams step up to the plate. And if you don't have teams step up to the plate, you have to check the back locker room and see who is ready to step up their game. And, of course, we had 4 individuals do so. So there's a couple of teams that were actually just put together the other day that are going to participate in this tournament. The rest are, of course, tag teams that have been attempting to chase tag team gold. But between the Outlaws and the New Millennia, but they are not the New Millennia anymore. Between Akira and Alice Blade and Amber Extreme and Dr. Britt Baker, they have been destroying the women's tag team division lately. So, but as you can see, Sir Jack subscribing for their second month. Appreciate that. It says 1 month streak. For 2 months, currently, 1 month streak. Right, gotcha. Okay, I read that wrong. I was like, what are they trying to tell me here? Appreciate that, Sir Jack the Greatest. Thank you for the subscription. Very cool. Very much appreciative. So before we get to the tournament, we have ourselves an 8-man elimination royale. Now, this matchup was set in motion by Team YT Shadows. Of course, the managerial team of none other than the phenomenal Tony Stone, former world champion, and of course has held multiple other titles. He has decided that he wanted to see Jack Quad defend his championship in an 8-man elimination royale. We have Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, is in action. We have Big Bubba Bruno from Team Soul Embers. From Team Joe Link, we have the phenomenal Joe Lincoln. Again, speaking of Team YT Shadows, the phenomenal Tony Stone is going to be in action. Mnemonics, former Pure Wrestling champion, going to be in action. The one Elijah Archer, and of course, Jack Quad from Team I'm to Dusty. And let me tell you, Jack Quad has been on an absolute monstrous tear as of late, ripping through the roster, winning the championship, defending that title with almost ease, would you say, Glenola? I mean, it's been phenomenal watching him. Isn't it crazy what he's done? Joke time. You got a joke time already? We just started. Oh my God. Here we go. I can see what kind of mood Glenola is in. You realize I'm going to be in your channel after the show's over, right? You do know that.
I know.
You know this.
I know.
I will bring so many villainous, traitorous, treacherous little trolls and rabid wolves from our community as I can into your channel, and we will shut your show down. But anyways, what was I doing? I literally just forgot what I was doing. No, joke time. There we go. I was not. There's no proof of that. There's no proof of that.
The head of the villainy?
All right, so, what do you call a pile of cats, Glenola? What do you call a pile of cats?
A good start?
A good start. Oh, that was evil. If we got cat lovers on here, you're gonna get some hate mail over that one. But that was funnier than my answer. But no, it is not. It is actually a meowton. A meowton. Yeah. Come on, it was funny. Come on. Hey, who did that? It was not that bad. That's not funny. That is not funny.
Well, I will say.
Why are we applauding the boos now? Who the hell? Froggy, is that you? Is Froggy here? I don't know. Anyways, I'll do another one just to make. Okay, it wasn't that good. Plus, your answer was better. That's ghastly. What? I don't even know what that is. There we go. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
She ran from the ball.
She did. Did you already know that, or did you look it up?
I already knew that one.
You already knew that one? Okay. Yeah, that's a terrible one. That is a terrible. I don't think that was boo-worthy. How dare you, Froggy? No. Sir Jack says ghastly. The shoe didn't fit, he says. Well, I was thinking maybe because she lost a shoe and she tripped and fell and couldn't kick the ball. I don't know. Either way, that was a bad one. That was awful. Terrible. Ghastly. Alright, so, anyway. We do have some stuff in the dirt sheets today. We're going to have a look at that. We got, I have a couple lists that I haven't even got to from like 2 shows ago because, I mean, let's face it, we've just had a lot to talk about. And it's been fantastic, so that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. But I do have, so the 2 lists I have, one of them is by the Sportster. It is 10 tag teams who held singles titles at the same time. And then I have it, actually, sorry, they're both from the Sportster. The other one is 10 former Intercontinental Champions with the most world title reigns. And I thought that'd be interesting to have a look at. Plus, if there's not anything that great in the dirt sheets after we get going, we can always switch it up a little. So, but anyways, I think, though, Glenola, since we already said we may have a bonus match immediately following the tournament, I say we get the show on the go because, again, I mean, another thing that's changed since Archerverse 4.0 is matches have been just smoking fast. In some cases, like, we don't even get to have a conversation before somebody's booting somebody in the face and pinning them to the mat. So it's been absolutely savage. I think it has been both I think 4.0 with high regards, and it'll never change, the most vicious fight of all time between Simmons and Alan Severed. But I think 4.0 as a whole, the season so far, and even though it's just begun, so far has been the most brutal. The matches have been fucking killer.
The new
but
I will say
a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 009.
I think you're going
Remember
with
to win a YTD championship matches.
Speed and they've been
use is high.
yeah, and the quality the match quality is not as brutal as in brutal like Severn 1.0 with ball with people getting booted in the balls every. Man, that's one thing that I hated back. Yeah, every time there was a segment or a promo, Archer gets called out to the ring and somebody kicked him in the balls. It's like, do they not like Elijah Archer? Like, what's happening here? Why do they keep setting him up for these ball kicks? Like, but yeah.
If I recall, even one was even his tag team partner, but I'm not positive there.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the dirt sheets here in a second. But before I do, as I said, we're going to get the ball rolling, get the show on the go, get those juices flowing, the electricity rolling. I think it is time for some TAV Gold Rush time action. So, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, Roman Reigns, we have Big Bubba Bruno, Joe Lincoln, Tony Stone, Mnemonics, Elijah Archer, and Jack Quad in action tonight, and it is all over Jack Quad's Pure Wrestling Championship 8-man Elimination Royale.
Strong in our communities will remain strong by our constant support.
Let's go.
The Fiendberry.
The Fiendberry. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. How you doing? Welcome to episode number 468. Archer, I surprised Joe didn't know I was at school. What? I surprised Joe didn't know I was at school.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm confused. I am confused.
I haven't seen Joe yet today, so.
No, me neither. I did not. Actually, I think Joe Lincoln is probably at this point just getting up and getting ready to, because he would be going to work soon, wouldn't he?
I would think so.
I would think so, yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, welcome in the Fiendberry, episode 468. It is Gold Rush time, at least sort of. The tag team titles were exploded. We're having a tournament to decide who's going to face the chosen challenging team, the Outlaws, Amber Extreme, and of course Dr. Britt Baker. The Fiendberry says, good and yourself. I am fantastic. I couldn't be better if I drew myself out a well-detailed and fictionalized plan, actually. To be fair.
The following contest is an elimination match.
Joe Lincoln making his way to the ring. Oh, shit. Fuck. No. Hold on. Let me do that. Thank you. I appreciate the reminder. It was just the one number, right?
No.
We need both changed?
Yep.
Okay.
We had somebody.
Joe Lincoln.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up, and a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone.
Okay, do we know who it was? We know one was Honeybee, right? She won the channel redemption, I think. And weren't we giving it to somebody else, too? Who else got it by accident? Do you remember? We were going to give it to two people because...
Well,
or was that
that was the YTV Championship match.
Okay, and that was Honeybee and who?
Two different people. No, that one was...
Oh, Honeybee was the channel redemption? Okay, I'm going to put that in.
Yeah.
Big matches are where this guy thrives, and competing for that title is about as big as it gets.
I want to say one of them was Life. I think one was Life, and the other one I'm not sure.
Well, no, Life was one that you had to change from the Life one.
Play.
You know,
Sir Jack the Greatest, your numbers are 5,
009,
5.
she had
Good
gotten
luck, Sir Jack the
pulled that
Greatest.
001,
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from it.
And then he didn't change it, so that remained last show. Honeybee won that one. And it was it Wheezy and somebody else that won the other? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, maybe it was Woozy. Yes, I think Woozy did win the channel.
The same number.
Yeah. All right, hold on. But who's the other one again?
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael. And judging from the response on social media heading into this match,
are you sure it wasn't
likely
Life?
to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
I feel like it really was. I think Life got it.
Okay.
Or was it Joe Lincoln? I don't know. Now I'm
Well,
wondering.
I'm thinking Joe Lincoln.
I think he might.
I think it was Joe Lincoln and Woozy.
And Woozy. All right, let's do that. All right, just about done here.
He's been undergoing a lot of training for tonight.
So
Not taking this title
anybody that
lightly.
already played the lotto, you can now officially play again. We officially have new numbers. All right, so that said, actually, let's see if I'm missing anything in the chat here first. I don't want to ignore anybody. We've got 575 unlucky.
And representing Weapons.
Unless that was played before I changed it. Was that played before?
Played before you changed.
Okay, so you can play that again, Sir Jack.
180 pounds.
Waiting for it to pop up with the new numbers.
Yeah, that would
Here we
help
go,
too.
gentlemen.
Oh, well,
Huge
I can give you the new
title
numbers in
match
the
coming
meantime.
up, and a huge opportunity for the champ
The
to
new
prove to
numbers
everyone that there truly is none
are
better in all of WWE right now.
3. Good luck, Glenora. There are some amazing and fun channel
090
for
for YTD Championship.
Play.
Or sorry, Channel Redemption. And 012
there are some amazing
for the Channel Redemption for the YTD Championship match.
Oh, wow.
He's got a good chance of becoming the new champion tonight, and the WWE
That's close. Who got
universe
that?
is buzzing about
Me.
Oh, wow. So make sure you notate that you came close there. And your second number was way up. But yeah, you're close already. Actually, you're close to two of them.
I'm not quite close enough to the other one.
Oh, yeah, because it's 090, right? Never mind.
That's
All
why
right.
when you start saying it, I'm like, oh. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd my pen go?
All right, so we're heading to WrestlingHeadlines.com here. Joey G is the publisher. And this is a spoiler on The Rock returning to a major franchise, film franchise. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is returning for one of Hollywood's biggest blockbuster franchises. According to PW Insider, the Great One appears in the post-credit scene of the upcoming Fast and the Furious installment, Fast 10. The movie had its premiere yesterday in Italy. The former world champions return to the series comes after a highly publicized feud with Fast and the Furious icon Vin Diesel. The post-credit cameo will reportedly set up The Rock's return for the future Fast and Furious installments. This includes another film in the spin-off series Hobbs and Shaw, which was actually badass, by the way. Did you watch Hobbs and Shaw?
No, I didn't.
It was better than Fast and the Furious. That's the funny part. The one movie, it was better than the Fast and Furious. It was awesome. But anyway, that he co-stars in alongside Jason Statham. Fast 10 comes out May 19. Very cool. I like the Fast and Furious movies. I don't like them. I don't love them as much as some people do, but I do like them. I do own most of them. Do I care if The Rock's in it or not? No. It's one of those movie franchises. It doesn't matter who's in it. It's more about the vehicles and the action with them than it is. You know what I mean? Maybe the first few it mattered, but now it doesn't. It's a franchise now. They can do whatever they want. Just don't fuck with the storyline too much. You know what I mean? Here's something else from WrestlingNews.co. Paul Davis. WWE SmackDown segment scrapped. LA Knight is getting a tag team partner. So, A segment that was originally scheduled for last night's episode of WWE Friday Night SmackDown has been pushed to a later date. The Insider private Twitter account, Boozer Wrestling, is reporting that there were plans for LA Knight to find a tag team partner on SmackDown. However, that segment never aired. The plan is for Knight to team with Rick Boogs, but this partnership is said to be temporary. How or why they will split up and the partnership is anyone's guess, but WWE history shows that most tag teams split up on bad terms, so there's a good chance that Knight or Boogs will turn. Knight has been getting great babyface reaction at live events and seems destined for a big singles push. Boozer has made point to note that Boogs was the plan to be the Knight's partner, but that could still change. That was terrible wording, by the way. I don't like it at all, actually. I don't see a point to that. What the hell does Rick Boogs do to push LA Knight further up the ladder when, first and foremost, they literally just said he's already getting major babyface reaction from the crowd now? Steve Austin and so many other people have just put him over in a large way. You know, there's definitely tentative plans for LA Knight, as there should be. He already should have been. Like, he is gold. That guy is mint. It's almost like Vince McMahon was afraid he'd succeed because he didn't create... he created the name, but he didn't create who he is. He didn't have a hand in developing him, you know. He did that on his own and through other, through training with other legends and stuff. But, he was Eli Drake in TNA and other promotions. So, he's really fantastic. So, but anyway, I'm glad that LA Knight's being looked at in a more serious manner. I'm glad he's going to be getting a push. I don't see the point of a tag team, and I don't see the point of putting Rick Boogs with him either. That makes no sense to me. I don't know how they're going to work that, or how they're going to expect us to swallow that one, but whatever. It is what it is. Alright, what else is going on here? Drew, this is from ringsidenews.com. And by Steve at Carrier. Drew McIntyre.
1231 girly girl.
Hey, 1231! What's going on, 1231? What's new and exciting? What's going on in Girly Girlville?
So 1, 2, 3, 1 Girl. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong.
Next article is about Drew McIntyre's contract situation and potential AEW appearance rumors.
Now he can make it a reality.
So as speculation continues about Drew McIntyre's future in professional wrestling, it has been confirmed that one major show he won't be able to appear at is AEW's All-In event. The Scottish Warrior was last seen on WWE television at WrestleMania 39 in Los Angeles over a month ago, where he had an outstanding match alongside his best friend Sheamus against Gunther for the Intercontinental title. Gunther emerged victorious, maintaining his dominant reign as champion. During the WWE draft, McIntyre was selected as the 10th pick in the first part of the draft and was assigned to the Raw brand. Since WrestleMania, reports have circulated that McIntyre's WWE contract is set to expire and that he may be dissatisfied with the company's creative direction for his character. McIntyre has not held the WWE Championship in over 2 years and has only had one opportunity to challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, which took place on SmackDown in front of a passionate crowd at Clash of the Castle. Despite fans' expectations, Reigns emerged victorious with the assistance of Solo Sikoa, who made his main roster debut. In a recent update on McIntyre's status, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter addressed a rumor suggesting that the Scottish superstar could appear at AEW's All-In event in England in August. However, due to his contract with WWE, such an appearance is highly unlikely.
And here
McIntyre's contract is set to expire several months after the event, and even if he were to leave WWE upon the expiration of his deal, AEW would not be a viable option until 2024. Additionally, WWE is expected to extend McIntyre's contract to account for the time he has been inactive due to injury. Regarding McIntyre and the idea he could be at All In, there is basically almost no chance of that. His contract expires months after that date, so even if he were to leave WWE when the deal expires, a big if, and goes to AEW, which would be the most likely destination if he were to leave, that can't happen until 2024. Also, WWE is likely to tack on all of his current period when he's been out of action with an injury that would move the end of his deal back. While the specific return date for Drew McIntyre on WWE's Raw brand remains unknown, it is speculated that the company may bring him back as a heel due to the surplus of babyface characters currently on the Raw roster, which I would be absolutely okay with. I'd love to watch Drew McIntyre go on a monstrous heel run. That'd be awesome. So the future holds many possibilities for McIntyre, including potential contract extension with WWE or a potential departure and subsequent move to another promotion like AEW. But for now, fans will have to wait and see how this story unfolds in the coming months. I don't know. I personally do not see Drew McIntyre leaving. I don't know what everybody else thinks. Yo, James West. What's going on, James West? Welcome in, my friend. Good Girl says nothing, really at my mom's with the kids cleaning her bathroom. Delicious. Right now, I'm outside with Smalls. James West, I'm doing fantastic. Welcome into episode number 468. We're just in the middle of a tone-setting matchup for the evening for the Pure Wrestling Championship at YTD Academy. It's a 8-man elimination royale, an absolute fire match that was created by Team YT Shadows. And then we have ourselves a Gold Rush tournament to crown the new #1 contenders to the already chosen challengers for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship, which is Amber Stream and, of course, Dr. Britt Baker, the Outlaws, or half of the Outlaws. Who their challengers or competitors will be, we'll find out after the tournament. But we also might see that Tag Team Championship matchup after the tournament. We shall see. We shall see. Good Girl said Anna wanted to play. Archer, it would be nice if Joe or you made me a custom Jey Uso. I mean, there's already a Jey Uso in the game, so it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to create a custom Jey Uso.
Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally. The challenger eating up some damage. Gentleman suplex. Big forearm. Oh, this is just torturous. Yeah, the deathlock.
I was just saying that it was a good idea to have the kids go to the bathroom while she was visiting her mom.
Really, then she doesn't have to do it. Or she can take all the credit for it.
Title match stays alive. Good Lord, this could be big. And well-timed maneuver there. But champions need to finish the job.
I mean, I'm all for child labor. I mean, it's not like we don't buy things for them, make them meals, buy them toys, computers, cars, eventually, stuff like that. They should do things. Child labor? I mean, as long as it's not in the workplace. You certainly want it. Oh yeah, I want Tim. Can you, if all right with it? Well, yeah, you just got to go to claim a superstar and put in there that. Well, you have to redeem it first. There's channel points, or Archerverse bucks is what we call them here. And you have to save up enough Archerverse bucks to redeem claim a superstar. There's 2 of them, isn't there?
Themselves as the new champion. Sister Abigail. Good night. The adrenaline is pumping, and does he get him here?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Quad just took her right in the face. Hey, honey. Oh, my missus just brought me a coffee. Get those lips over here. Hey, baby.
This place is going insane. Ground beneath my
Thank you.
feet is
That's okay. Lenola says hello.
Shoulders down.
Did you say penis face on there again?
And did you hear the impact of that? He steers
I didn't have my dashboard open then.
And that was a well-executed attack.
There it is.
You see it? Of course you see it. Glenola, of course, sees it. So, you what? Rhea, you are watching? Nice. Well, I will say hello to Rhea. Hi, Rhea. happy you're watching the show with Melissa while you're supposed to be working, but it's fine. We won't tell anybody. Joe Lincoln, to be fair, is supposed to be at work every night, and he's, working for us instead. So, love you too, babe. Have a good night. I'll see you soon, or talk to you soon. Hey, that was a nice surprise. I had no idea she was stopping by. Love when that happens. So yeah, Jey Uso for the Fiend. Oh, you did it for him? Okay. So now he just has to go to Claim a Superstar and put in Jey Uso. Or unless you want to do that for him as well, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine.
But so far, this Falls Count Anywhere match has exceeded all my expectations.
Where were we? Anyways, did you see New Monix take Jack Quad in the face with those steel steps? That was nasty. Nasty.
A long way up. A series of hammer fists raining down. Gonna see a new champ.
SmackDown results.
Strong kick out from the
I haven't watched SmackDown yet, actually. Did anybody watch SmackDown? Did you? You didn't watch SmackDown. If anybody has not watched SmackDown, I'm about to deliver some spoilers. So if you would like to turn the volume down for a moment, feel free to do so. But I'm going to give the results for SmackDown. This is WrestlingNews.co by Michael Schrute. So it was in Thompson Boiling Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee. And it says, looks like Roman Reigns returns. World Heavyweight Championship Tournament match. Edge versus Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Speaking of that, before I get any further, how does everybody feel? Because originally it was thought Seth Rollins. Now, rumor has it that it might actually be AJ Styles from the SmackDown roster that is going to win that World Heavyweight Championship first.
Look at this raw power. And what
I find that interesting considering...
Will this be enough?
Here's why I find it interesting. I find it interesting considering the reason for the split up of the titles was due to the draft and Roman Reigns being drafted to SmackDown, right? And so he's on SmackDown, so they want to have a world champion on Raw as well, which is better for both networks, by the way, and because the deal of Roman Reigns going back and forth to please both networks never happened to their liking. So yeah, the purpose of the new championship was to have a world champion on Raw again. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown. He's still the reigning defending Universal Champion. Now we're going to have two champions on SmackDown, or I don't know, does AJ and the OC perhaps get traded to Raw? Because I mean, let's face it, the OC just came back. AJ Styles and the OC have been running together. They're not going to split them up. I couldn't see it. That doesn't make any sense. So either they get traded or we get two champions on SmackDown when that belt was supposed to be created for Raw. You see where I'm going with that, Roland? Does that not sound weird to you?
He's certainly lining him up.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I just don't get that.
I don't know if I want to go on this.
So we also had Sheamus versus Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defended the World Tag Team titles against Damage Control. So, here we go.
That's how much winning this title means.
The first match looks like it was Edge
how much you can have left after that, but you've got to
versus Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Edge had Mysterio in the Executor. When he saw Styles charge at him, he let go of Mysterio, put Styles in the Executor. Styles made his way to the ropes. Mysterio hit the 619 on Edge. Styles hit the phenomenal forearm on Edge and pinned him. Winner AJ Styles. I mean, that was a very brief synopsis, wasn't it? I mean, they gave it a... Hold on, let's see. What did they give it?
Suplex launched, and Roman continues.
I thought it showed me how many stars the match got. Maybe not.
The head of the table will keep fighting until he has nothing left. And now
no, but anyways, that was a very brief synopsis. So, AJ, I'm not going to read them because they're all like that. I'm just going to read you the winners. Sheamus versus Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. The winner was Bobby Lashley.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Backstage, Grayson Waller told Adam Pearce that he wanted the winner of tonight's match between Styles and Lashley to appear next week on the Grayson Waller effect.
Time to flip it.
Pearce said that's a good idea. The Bloodline and Paul Heyman came to the ring. Reigns said Solo Sikoa stepped up at Backlash, took care of the Riddle problem. Reigns said he can tell Solo is still thinking about the Owens and Zayn problem, but they are not a problem. The problem is his brothers. Reigns told the Usos,
oh man, he is fired.
Lost at WrestleMania and then dedicated the match at Backlash to them, and they lost again. He told them to apologize. Jimmy laughed as the crowd chanted no. Reigns pie-faced Jimmy. Jimmy was going to go after Reigns, but Jay stopped him and apologized. Jimmy asked Reigns for one more chance to go after the Tag Team Championship. Reigns said that the Tag Team Championships will come back to the Bloodline and told Heyman to fill them in. Heyman said Reigns authorized him to pull every string with the board of directors at Night of Champions. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will defend the Tag Team Championship against Reigns and... Wait, what? Well,
I would love to know what made him think that was a good idea.
So instead of Jimmy and Jay, it's going to be Solo and Roman Reigns going for the Tag Championship. And Reigns said that he dedicates the match and their win to the greatest tag team of all time, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans. Backstage, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro were speaking in Spanish to each other. The Usos accused them of laughing at them. Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio showed up. Escobar said it's not their fault. Their tribal chief doesn't love them anymore and laughed. The Usos, of course, walked off after that. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, who are the champions, versus Bayley and Dakota Kai. Kai gave Morgan a meteor. Oh, I'm just going to skip that because it's not even worth reading. They gave these small little synopses of an entire match that was supposed to happen. It's ridiculous. But the winners were Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. They defended their titles. Backstage, Pretty Deadly made fun of the Brawling Brutes. Bianca Belair's championship celebration. Asuka came down and blew the mist in Belair's face. World Championship semi-final. AJ versus Bobby Lashley. AJ Styles beat Bobby Lashley.
So important in a match like this.
Which of course means AJ Styles will now fight the winner of the Raw side for the world title. Interesting, isn't it? And again, from what I've read, from what I can gather, holy shit, Joe Lincoln did it. Glenola, were you not the one that chose Joe Lincoln?
Yes.
You did. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 8-man Elimination Royale, and once again, and new YTD Academy Pure Wrestling Champion from Team Joe Link, the phenomenal Joe Lincoln, of course representing Phenomenal Soul. His partner in crime from Team J Negative Gaming, the Soul Man Jay Simmons. So congratulations to Team Joe Lincoln, and of course, the phenomenal Joe Lincoln and Phenomenal Soul. Big title victory. All right. Now we move on to the tournament. That was fast for an 8-man Elimination Royale. My God. You see what I mean? That's crazy, right? Could you imagine in 2.0? In 2.0, that would have taken an hour.
Number for a chance to win
all right, here we go.
Of your choices.
It is tournament time.
The number to win a YTD championship match is 0.
All right. Again, this is for the number 1 contendership to the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship. Currently vacant, but we do, because of a streamer team redemption, we do have a challenging team already. They are simply awaiting opponents. They are going to get those opponents through this tournament. And we have a couple of teams that have just formed a team. Whether or not they remain a team, I guess we'll see after this tournament. But let's look at the quarterfinals. We have the Outlaws. Could you imagine if it came down to Akira and Alice versus Dr. Britt Baker and Amber Extreme for the titles again? That would be cool. But anyways, it's the Outlaws, the mother and daughter duo. Akira and Alice Blade taking on the beautiful people, Velvet Sky and Angelina Love. At least that's what they used to be referred to as right now. They were singles competitors. They were not part of the tag team division, so they are jumping in, and they are going after those, or at least that number 1 contendership to the tag titles. We have the Wolfpack Gals from Team Tiliana Pierce and Team Distinct Cone, the Viking, Rose Brewer, and Tia Stevens. They are taking on China and Awesome Kong. And now that, I got to tell you guys, that is a tag team formation that could worry the entire division. That's a little crazy. But next on the list, we have Skywolf, Stephanie Wolf. And then we have, what is her name? It is something Sky. Is it Alicia Sky? Alice Sky? I don't know. It is Soul Ember's creation. Part of his team. Anyways, the next on the list is Winter Swarm January from Team Infinite Oni. And, of course, Honeybee from Team Queen Bee and Honeybee Wrestling. So they'll be taking on Sky. It is Ashley Sky. That's what it is. It just came to my mind. For some reason, now she's fairly new, don't get me wrong, but for some reason I can never remember Ashley Sky's name. No idea why. And I do apologize to Ashley Sky. I apologize to Soul Embers. But anyways, they are taking on Winter Swarm. Last but not least, we got She-Fiend teaming up with Lillian Dust to take on Katana Chance and Caden Carter. And, of course, She-Fiend and Lillian Dust, the other team that have decided to form and take a stab at those Tag Team Championship contenderships. So, that's the quarterfinals. Glenola, what do you think? If you were to have to sit down and start betting right now.
Okay, Outlaws, Wolfpack, we're going to Winter Swarm, and She-Fiend, Lillian Dust.
And She-Fiend, Lillian Dust? Okay, fair enough.
But Wolfpack takes it.
I'm going to go Outlaws, Awesome Kong and China, Winter Swarm, and She-Fiend and Lillian Dust. That's who I'm going to go with. But I either way, I think we both made... I mean, it's a tough tournament. Yeah, those are some of the best tag team competitors in the entire division. Some of them are the best singles competitors in the women's division. I mean, I don't know.
One of them is the most winningest superstar, right? Period.
Distinct Cones, Viking Rose Brewer, as is who Glenola is talking about. She isn't just the winningest superstar in the women's division. She is quite literally, we say this all the time, and we enjoy telling the story because it's actually a very cool story. The Viking Rose Brewer from Team Distinct Cone over time has become the winningest superstar in Archerverse history, both men's and women's division included. And she's been in the tag team division. I mean, she is just simply one of the best, and pretty soon she's going to be inducted into the Hall of Legends and going to be eligible to compete for the Women's Legends Championship, and there's quite a few people that are looking forward to that, I think. So, but anyways, before we get any further in discussions about anything, let's get the tournament on the roll, shall we? It is time for the quarterfinals. First matchup, the Outlaws going to be taking on, formerly known as the Beautiful People, Velvet Sky and Angelina Love. Are you ready, Glenola?
Always.
All right, let's turn and burn. Matchup number one in the quarterfinals. Number one contendership for the YTD Academy Tag Team Championships is on the line. Here we go. All right.
Thanks for the shout out.
Uh-oh.
You, me, your title.
I don't know if that was Severed or War, but somebody not happy with the fact that Lincoln just became the Pure Wrestling champion again.
That was War.
That was War. Okay. I mean, they sound very similar, especially when they're cranky. So.
Yeah, when Wolfman's pissed, he sounds like War normal.
Well, wouldn't it be the other way around, isn't he? I mean, War, even though he's a ginormous behemoth, I mean, he's actually Severn's little brother. By the way, that kind of reminds me of the show Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. I gotta be honest. I mean, I wouldn't tell them that, not unless I was 30, 50 feet away.
I thought that movie was forgotten. That is.
That's one of my favorite comedies of all time. Like it's not just a comedy; it's comedy, action, drama, whatever. But I mean, that was a well done. You know what I didn't like though? To this day, and I don't care who liked it. I don't care. I just did not enjoy it. Was Junior.
They're here.
I just didn't. I understand. I don't know. Some people thought it was great, but I did not like that movie.
The following is a tag team championship.
That's where they get Arnold pregnant and shit.
Tag team champions.
How do I never watch that?
Oh, I watched it.
Take a look at this team.
I watched it. I wish I could get that time back.
Such incredible teamwork they've shown.
You know, I could
wait to see them compete.
Do a lot with that amount of time that I wasted. Joe Link is in the house. What's going on, Joe Link?
And Archer, I did redeem that match.
You did redeem that match? Which one?
War Joe Lincoln for the Grand Prix title. I'm using one of my title op setups.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I use them once in a while.
Yeah. Well, like I said, depending on time allotment, once the tournament is over, we could do that match too. Maybe we have the tag titles decided, then we have the pure wrestling title decided.
Let's see what she can do.
Why not?
No. We want Lincoln rested up a little bit first. Yeah, we don't want to do it the same night he doesn't want it.
Oh.
You know
The size
War.
of this superstar
You
team.
want,
All
you
right.
want Joe
No
Lincoln
idea how
at
the
his
rest of
best.
us can even fit in the venue.
Hyperbole does
Fair
not
enough.
suit you, Saxton. We're looking at a high-caliber athlete.
All right, let's see
now.
here.
Ego is
Did you see anything in the dirt sheets at all?
I'm inclined to agree with you on that. Ego
haven't
or not,
even
we're
looked.
looking at a special
Be
talent.
honest,
You haven't looked?
I rarely see anything, so. But let me check one thing here. Which is one of the.
There didn't seem to be a whole lot of real interesting things going on today. It looks like there's... Oh no, we read the major
Such an
spoiler for the World
incredible
Championship
journey for this
yesterday.
woman, but she knows a win tonight will take
Backstage
her even
news
further.
on Sami Zayn going to Saudi Arabia. Why
I
he
did
didn't go
hear-
before.
I'll give you a rumor. Let me see if I can find the article.
Oh, yeah, I like her a lot.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
There's something from about 4 hours ago while you're
Take
looking.
a look at the talent in competition
you
here.
may have
You can see
mentioned it,
exactly
I just
why the
didn't catch
WWE Universe is
But,
so amped up for this one.
It looks like Asuka's making a heel turn.
Yes, well, didn't she already? I thought she kind of already did because she already had the name change and the face paint, so now it's official she's making the heel turn.
Well, this was from last. See, this Asuka turns heel on Bianca Belair during SmackDown.
Okay. See, I was under the impression
May
because she
12th.
was going by like Katana there for a bit and shit. So
This is
She
from
certainly knows how to get a reaction,
ringsidenews.com.
and she'll
Okay.
get an even bigger one.
fair enough.
When she
I
wins
for
the
some
title.
reason for some reason thought she was already on a heel turn. Interesting.
And hello, Distinct Code.
Yo, DC. What is going on, DC? What's new and exciting? How's the rest of your stream? DC was streaming earlier today, for those that don't know. And if we could get a shout out for DC, now that she's been streaming today, she is subject to the same... Sorry, what were you going to say?
By our constant support for one another's endeavors.
And of all the possible matchups in this tournament, I'd say we've got one of the best in front of us right now. I'll admit,
When I was
Fingers
over there,
crossed it would work out
DC
this
was
way.
playing
This
some
one
Fall
has real
Guys
show-stealing
and
potential.
having a pretty good time with Mrs. Cookie and Glenola and a slew of others. It was good to see everybody supporting Distinct Cone and checking out the show and content. I love to see that. I mean, like I've always said, what's the point in having such a great community if we don't stop by each other's channels and support our endeavors? That is what we're all about. It is what we do. But anyways, I'm going to...
evading offense.
Of course, I would close it. There we go. So, this is from ringsidenews.com. It's Felix Upton. And it says Sami Zayn. This is from about 4 hours ago. And it says Sami Zayn excluded from sweeping change for WWE superstars. It says WWE is always changing, and sometimes that is evident. On television, a new batch of WWE entrance music is supposed to be coming, but Sami Zayn is safe. We previously reported WWE is going to switch up several musical entrances for WWE superstars. It's unclear exactly who will get that musical makeover, but Sami Zayn will not be part of that. Boozer666, who is known to break big stories behind his private Twitter account, tweeted out in response to a fan. This fan wanted to know if Sami Zayn's entrance music will be changed as part of WWE's latest massive call to switch things up. It was made very clear that WWE is not touching Sami Zayn's entrance music. that SK theme is not going away, despite the fact that many others might see new entrance themes very soon. We will have to see who receives new entrants from WWE. There are a number of reasons why the company might want to do this, and a lot of that boils down to money. WWE doesn't want to keep paying royalties on music when they can come up with a theme themselves that they own all the rights to. Sami Zayn's popularity in WWE is undeniable, and his music will not go away either. That should make some of his fans feel a little bit better about his new WWE music news. Now, that said, if they're going to start doing their own theme music that they own all the rights to, right? You got me so far here, Glenola? Right? So if they're going to change everybody's music eventually to something that they've created, they own all the rights to, does that not mean when the Archerverse TV, the most must-see show on YouTube and Twitch TV, the very best in fantasy wrestling, actual bar none, period, we stomped the holy hell on a Monday Night Raw this week? You're trying to tell me, so when they do that, does that mean when I'm advertising for the WWE every single time we go live and run a show, does that mean I can actually use my theme music from into our shows? That's what that should mean, right?
Possibly.
That's what that should mean, in my opinion. Right? I think. Yeah, I still think it's ridiculous. There's even a copyright claim to what's considered sped up music files. It's bullshit. Like I said, they know that we are going to go live with our content. And again, first and foremost, WWE. Listen, we are advertising your product every single time we go live. And yet you're making it difficult for us to make it more entertaining to want to watch and maybe purchase that product. You morons. Hello. Anyways.
Somebody pinched me. I gotta be dreaming. There's no way she's doing this match.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. They're usually full of shit.
Into the action.
Not everybody has one. There's cases in life where people's intestines must be removed and they're stuck living with a bag.
But they still have an apple.
That's gotta be it.
It may not be useful, but they still
Exactly, it's not useful. And that only, I mean, that catchphrase is only good when it's something that can be argued. What I said can't be argued. It's more of a statemental fact than it is an opinion. So, but anyways.
Well, you flat out said it was your opinion.
I don't care if I said it was a premonition. I don't. But anyways, it's stupid. The whole copyright claim thing is stupid. And I don't know. If they continue that, what they're doing with copyrights and not letting us use our entrance music for what we're streaming with their product, then I'm going to have to eventually find a way around it because I think it's ridiculous. But because it's sure, we all enjoy it just as much without the entrance music, but that is an added element of interest for many, and it's added element of fun to the show. There's many reasons to want to input the music, but
certain wrestlers, the music
retaliated with a head-turning clothesline.
Part of the character.
Right, and catches your attention.
I think these competitors expected this to be a difficult challenge.
It's a great song, yeah.
And more dangerous. Fatigue starts setting in.
I agree.
You have all your wits about you. It can quickly lead to error.
She's
beginning to flag a little.
Personality.
Yeah. Yep.
Suplex, slingshot style.
Tag made, she's in. Yes, tag.
Who's the wrestler?
Undertaker. With
Kid Rock. Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
Well, Kid Rock too. They also did with Undertaker. They did Johnny Cash. I actually think.
You know what? That was badass. Yeah, it was. It was. I agree 100%. Yeah, it was too bad they got rid of that. I don't know what the reasoning was. I guess they just, again, one of those situations where they didn't want to continue to pay the royalties for it when they could go back to using the theme music they own all the copyrights to, right? So it did. It did. It was fantastic. I really liked that. You know, that said, all the said and done about using, you know, royalty-free music that we might be able to utilize. At the same time, I like Cody Rhodes' theme music, and I'm glad he got to bring it into the WWE when he made his return.
They did it. They used Ain't No.
Oh wow, we crashed. That doesn't happen very often.
First time for 4.0.